Donald Trump is back, and he didn't return through a campaign rally or a Twitter post. This time, he's making headlines from halfway around the world, shaking hands with foreign leaders and signing trillion-dollar deals in the Middle East. That's right. Over $1.2 trillion in projected economic value. But this isn't just about numbers. This is about power, timing, and a former president who may be plotting the most unconventional political comeback in US history. Let's dive in. Trump's recent visits to Qatar and the United Arab Emirates weren't casual photo ops. These were carefully coordinated meetings involving top ministers, private sector moguls, and military officials. The deals inked on this tour span energy, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, infrastructure, and advanced weapons systems. In Qatar, Trump finalized agreements focused on liquefied natural gas, also known as LNG. The Gulf state is one of the largest LNG producers in the world, and with rising global demand, this isn't just trade. It's leverage. Trump's team also reportedly negotiated cybersecurity alliances and defense tech upgrades to support US operations in the region. Then in Abu Dhabi, the agenda got even more ambitious. From defense contracts to AI and space infrastructure, Trump positioned himself not just as a former leader, but as a dealmaker still capable of shaping the global economy. Here's where it gets interesting. Trump is currently a private citizen. He holds no formal political office. And yet, he's sitting at the table with world leaders, cutting international deals that echo the authority of a sitting president. This has raised serious questions. Is Trump representing the United States in any official capacity? If not, who benefits from these deals? Could they involve private interests or future campaign donors? And what precedent does this set for former leaders engaging in independent diplomacy? But let's not forget the optics, because in politics, image is power. Trump walking off a private jet in Qatar. Trump reviewing security briefings with Gulf officials. Trump talking trade, tech, and strategy on the world stage. All without saying a single word about running in 2026. It's a masterclass in perception. And perception drives influence. Analysts say this tour is less about policy and more about positioning. By acting like a global statesman, Trump reinforces the image that he never really left the game. That he's not just eligible to run again, he's already acting like a world leader. This kind of behavior is unprecedented in modern American politics. Sure, former presidents have engaged in international affairs before, Jimmy Carter with humanitarian work, Bill Clinton with diplomatic speaking engagements, but no one has actively negotiated economic and defense deals at this scale post-presidency, especially while hinting at another run. And let's not forget, Trump remains a divisive figure in US politics. Supporters see this tour as bold, brilliant, and classic Trump, getting things done, restoring international relationships, and putting America first again. To them, this is Trump the businessman doing what career politicians won't. But critics aren't buying it. They see blurred lines between business and government, between private interests and public diplomacy. Some argue this is a dangerous precedent, a private citizen conducting what looks like official US foreign policy. There are also legal and ethical concerns. If campaign-related intentions are tied to these international visits, could that violate the Logan Act or federal election laws? What role, if any, is the US State Department playing in overseeing or coordinating these moves? So far, Washington has remained relatively silent. But the implications are far from quiet. Now, let's shift lenses to the global stage. The Middle East is a region where influence is currency. China has poured billions into infrastructure projects through its Belt and Road Initiative. Russia has strengthened energy ties and weapons programs. If Trump's re-entry into Gulf politics pushes Qatar and the UAE closer to US strategic alignment, that could shift the power dynamics across Asia and Europe. In fact, some geopolitical analysts believe Trump's actions, regardless of official capacity, may have already disrupted pending negotiations between Gulf nations and Chinese tech firms. If true, the impact of this tour could reach well beyond American politics. But what's the endgame? Is Trump trying to build momentum for a second run? Or is he laying the groundwork for something more global, perhaps a media empire, a foundation, or even a parallel influence network that operates outside traditional government? It's too early to say. But what we do know is this: Trump's Middle East tour wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a calculated move. A reminder that power doesn't always come from office, it can come from narrative, network, and negotiation. And while the world debates the meaning of these deals, Trump has already won in one key area: attention. Media coverage, public reaction, political debate, it's all part of the echo chamber he knows how to control. So now the ball is in your court. Is this statesmanship or self-promotion? A masterstroke of international diplomacy or a risky power grab with unclear motives? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you want more videos that unpack the biggest stories in politics, strategy, and global power, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, so you never miss a headline that matters. Thanks for watching. More to come.